That's some hilarious brokey shit. I love seeing people make like wooden frames and then get a Logitech G29 and shit. That's fucking funny. Happy birthday. Well, thank you. My birthday was yesterday, but I appreciate the birthday wishes. Today's my mom's birthday. She's coming over tomorrow. Not sure if we'll do a workout stream or anything, but my mom is coming over tomorrow. If only they made a Hamlet movie like that. Watching anything new lately? The only new thing I've seen is the new season of Dorohedoro. That's it. Dorohedoro season 2 is really good. Really looking forward to season 3. You know, I'm pretty sure Assetto Corsa Evo is gonna fucking slap. People were kind of talking shit on it with the earlier versions, but now that it's getting closer to release, it's actually really fucking good. I'm pretty sure Dum Dum Canada is still selling these. Were you into the anime Black Lagoon? No. People were telling me it's really good. I tried watching it. It's just not very good. It's pretty boring. A lot of people think things are good when they're not, and then you have to explain them. Sorry, pineapple on pizza tastes like shit. You're wrong. So, yeah, Black Lagoon just isn't good. It's just boring. They're making Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. Dude, I remember that first game sucked so bad. Jesus. Apparently the second one was a lot better. I just couldn't be fucked. Bro, I remember on like the second or third mission, I kept failing and I literally couldn't progress through the game because your like AI teammate would die. Like that's just the worst fucking game design imaginable. No, never watched Solo Leveling. The videos on why does it do that sometimes? Wait, that should work. What in the fuck?
Double, triple espresso version or something, you're not going to be able to buy it in the USA. And you know what? I'm very disappointed because I love DJI drones. And yes, the majority of my content, when I make videos for YouTube or on the China show, I criticize the Chinese Communist Party and I criticize the aspects of China which most people are too afraid to do. And I criticize them for a reason. But one thing I won't criticize is the quality of these drones. DJI make the best consumer grade drones, hands down. And I've had a lot of experience. In fact, I'm one of the very early adopters of using drone shots in my YouTube videos. Used to call them gratuitous drone shots. If you've been around long enough, you'll know. And in the beginning, I was lucky enough to know people at DJI. And in fact, I even had a speech for the people at DJI in their headquarters in Shenzhen many years ago. So I used to borrow things like Phantom 3s, Phantom 2s and stuff from the people at DJI, and I'd fly up and get these great shots. And this is before, of course, I could afford my own one. And I'll tell you something, man. It was the Wild West back then. There were no rules.
Do you think Frank selling peptides is going to be the end of him? No. His peptide website is just garbage. He's not selling anything illegal. Is that a new one? Wait, 5 days ago. Why does it say I haven't watched that? Oh, weird. There's a bunch of new shorts that are stupid. Yeah, this fucking idiot. I don't think he's linked his stupid peptide. Real research. Chemicals.com. He's such a dumbass, dude. Like, insanely stupid. So, HGH ipamorelin. Ipamorelin is not human growth hormone. It's a growth hormone secretagogue. So, like, the description for research on boosting growth hormone in male rats or estrogen in female rats, the description is accurate. But then, like, when he talks about it, he thinks it's human growth hormone or a form of human growth hormone. It's not. It also doesn't tell you how much you're getting. It says 36 IUs / 2 IUs per 10 unit 0.1 mil injection. That makes no sense. So that's a problem with all the fucking peptides he's selling. It doesn't tell you how much you're getting. So this idiot literally cannot understand. Like he looks at the label or whatever. He literally is so fucking stupid. He doesn't know what numbers are. So he can't like figure out how much is actually in each vial. And then like these are peptides, you have to reconstitute them yourself. So him saying it's 2 IUs doesn't even make any sense. 2 IUs per 10 unit 0.1 mil injection. 10 units on an insulin syringe is 1 mil. And I don't. He doesn't understand any of this, and he's too stupid to understand numbers. By the way, like I'm assuming this is probably something normal. It's probably like I don't know, like 10 milligrams or something. This is more expensive than what I'm paying for actual human growth hormone for a massive like 110 IU kit. So this is so ridiculously overpriced, you can't even fucking believe. I don't know where the fuck he gets off selling this for $155. Let me see if I can even. I don't even know if anyone even sells this fucking horse shit anywhere. Because ipamorelin's trash. Yeah, so ipamorelin, I'm assuming this usually comes in either 5 milligram or 10 milligram vials. So if I wanted to order this from my normal supplier, where I get like my steroids from, they're selling a 10 milligram vial for $80 Canadian. This is $155 American. This isn't even measured in international units. It's measured in milligrams because, again, it's not growth hormone. It's fucking ipamorelin. So I don't know what he means, 36 IUs. Like what is that? So this is, like, unless this is a huge, like, ridiculously large vial, like, I don't know, 20 milligrams or something, the price makes absolutely no sense. Let me see if they sell secretagogue on another website. Yeah, it's even cheaper on this other peptide website that I order other peptides from. $70 Canadian for a 10 milligram vial. So I don't know what the size of the vial is. I have no clue what the fuck this is. Like how much is in it? But $155 for what I'm assuming is a 10 milligram vial of ipamorelin. This is well over 2 times what it should be. Assuming this is a 10 milligram vial. But again, he's so stupid. What are numbers? Number don't make sense to me. And then he can't put it on his website, what he is actually selling. It makes no fucking sense. So ipamorelin, overpriced, trash. HCG, same problem. I have no idea how much he's fucking selling this shit for. If it's 10,000 IUs... What's the normal replacement dose for HCG? Let's see. I'm not familiar with HCG dosing. How much is 500 units intramuscular 3 times a week? Apparently that's like a pretty normal amount. So 1,500 units. I have no idea how much he's. It says 10,000 IUs per 1,000 IU per 10 unit. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know if this is 10,000 IUs for the entire thing. The thing with HCG, assuming he's selling 10,000 IU vials, which who knows, HCG is an extraordinarily fragile peptide. You don't want to buy HCG in bulk or anything. So if you get a very large, if you're able to get very large vials of it, you don't want to be using that vial for like weeks on end. Ideally, you'd get a very small vial, go through that for the 1 week, and then like just get however many vials you need for like the month. Because it breaks down very easily. It's extremely heat sensitive, and it just basically breaks down and is no good after a while. So if this is a 10,000 IU vial, you probably don't want that. You're better off getting smaller vials that'll last maybe a week or two. Because again, with normal dosing, 1,500 IUs per week, roughly, that'll take you... That'll be like, what, over a month that you'd be using a single vial, so that's kind of stupid. As far as price is concerned, let me see how this compares. So that seems still a little overpriced. So I can get 7,000 IU HCG vial for $40 Canadian. This is $50 American for 10,000 IUs, presumably. Again, who the fuck knows? So, still overpriced. And then IGF-1 LR3 and IGF-1 DES is just completely useless. Don't even bother using these. Like, they literally do nothing. Absolutely nothing. So this is not only overpriced, but it's also just complete and utter horseshit. I also have a buddy who's tried to use IGF-LR3 that he got from an actual legit compounding pharmacy, and he didn't notice fucking anything. It does nothing. So he's selling useless garbage. Ipamorelin does stuff, but this is so ridiculously overpriced. You can literally get real legit growth hormone for this price. So why would you order this crap from Frank? And again, you're ordering it from Frank. there's nothing on the website showing this is being tested in a lab to know if this is the real thing, if it does anything. And it's so ridiculously overpriced. Like, what are you fucking doing ordering from Frank? And again, his HCG is also kind of overpriced. Like, it's just a fucking mess. Just stupid as fuck, dude.
The Chinese government hadn't caught on to the fact that, hang on.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure we saw that one. Freezer failure again, egg attack. Yeah, we saw that one. Let's take a look at his shorts. These are weird.
Let's talk ice cream for bears dairy sourcing. This is something we've seen a lot of questions on.
Come on, what kind of crazy PR stunt is this? Does anyone believe this guy? Posted from his condo, high-rise, pale as a ghost. Like, did he just ever leave his apartment? Has he ever left his apartment?
Which of these games are you interested in playing? Silent Hill, no. Halloween, no. Dune Awakening, no. Wolverine, yes. Control Resonant. Yeah, I'll try playing Control Resonant.
Apartment in the process of running his business? Where'd he get that farm footage from, dude? They would have had that posted all along for months and months and months, ever since they started this business. I promise you. Now that they got questioned, what do they have, an emergency meeting to try to save some face and continue to gaslight and scam you?
It's fucking ice cream. Like,
with this greenwashed feedlot crap, and regardless of whether the dairy's grass-fed or not, they're skim milk, powder, cream, milk, you're getting all that from them. You still have feedlot eggs, natural chemicals, industrial processes, dude.
he really has a problem with other people selling things. He thinks he has like some kind of monopoly on just like every food product.
So we've called out Ice Cream for Bears a few times now for having a greenwash product. And if you're unfamiliar with what greenwashing is snake oil. Basically a company pretending that their product is healthy when it's actually
Frank like literally sells donuts, pies, cookies, and is like, these are actually the only cookies that are healthy and won't make you gain weight. You can eat as much as you want. Like, oh my god, what a retard.
not. The whole Vital Farms fiasco where they were feeding their chickens just regular feedlot chemical garbage, GMO, corn and soy, and then selling the eggs for 10 times the price, you know? I think the reason that Ice Cream for Bears hasn't been canceled yet is because they got to make a few $100 million first, or a few $1 billion. They got to scam every single American customer before they get canceled for selling the feedlot crap. And that's what these people in power do. They have an insane infrastructure of feedlot food. That milk, those eggs, all that stuff. That's why it's not certified organic. You know, he's not saying the dairy on the label's grass-fed. He's very, very careful with his marketing because these people need a funnel for all those feedlot crap products. And since a few of my videos have gone viral and they've been really pressed on their sourcing, they did this crazy PR stunt just a few days ago saying, oh yeah, we've been buying from this co-op that has all grass-fed products and this and that. Why wasn't that on their website in the first place? I don't believe it for a second. And I don't think they'll ever post invoices. Here's an invoice. Here's my invoice from my Amish dairy farmer that I purchase product from every single week. Raw A2A2 local dairy, very high quality, very expensive, unheard of. And, you know, we're not comparing my ice cream to their ice cream because that's like comparing a brick to a chocolate bar, you know? It's not...
His ice cream looks like shit for one thing, and he's even admitted he's made batches that are practically inedible where it's like super hard and tough. You have to like microwave it for a while to even be able to scoop it out, and he's like issued refunds and shit for it. Like, the only thing he can say about this company is the cows eat corn. Like, okay, I haven't seen anybody leave reviews about how they got scammed or they were sent rotten products or like anything like you hear the reviews with Frank on his website.
Reasonable. It's not a reasonable comparison to put us in the same category of quality and honesty and integrity. And that's why I filed the
Bamboo Stony $2 so cheesecake. Let me see. Oh my god. Oh, he is very cheesecakey. Oh my god, that is like a cheesecake. Oh wow. I'd like to pet a Hyrax. That's good. That's really good. Oh wow, that's really good. Yeah, that's so good. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, he's so cheesecake. Oh my god. That's amazing. Wow, he's got little toes. Oh, what is this?
Вот содержание сурка. Минус плинтус, минус
What is
обои, минус
this?
линолеум, минус стена,
Oh,
плюс проход к соседям,
oh,
плюс
it's a prairie dog.
Венечка, деньги на ремонт, да? Вот
It's a
это
chumbush. Oh
действительно
no, wait, it's a woodchuck.
такое содержание сурков. Здесь по-другому не может быть и речи.
Dude, Russia sucks. I don't know where the hell she got these woodchucks, but Russia really sucks. Wow, those are good guys. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my goodness. I want to pet him. I would like to be friends with a koala. That looks nice. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, squirrel. Oh.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is happening? Hmm? No.
Oh, what's
Oh,
squirrel upset
Jamie.
about?
Did they steal your nuts?
Oh no.
Baby girl.
Poor
What is
baby.
that on your here? Hold on. What is that here? What is that? Hold on. Oh, you have something here. Right there. There. Oh, that was just dirt. Okay. Okay, okay. I
Poor
thought there was
baby.
something else. My goodness.
Squirrel's upset. Oh, badger. Oh. Oh my god.
3 часа ночи. Привет соседям.
Oh my goodness.
Засуните обои.
Oh wow. That's a badger. Very fuzzy. Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
Ты
Wow.
молодец. Ты
Look at
молодец.
that. Oh my god. That's amazing. Thanks for the donation, Bamboos.
lawsuit against them in the first place. You know, I mean, I've had so many ideas stolen from me and I've been taken advantage of so many times, but, you know, from a pure business perspective, it's not fair that you're pretending that ice cream is remotely as healthy as something that is raw, grass-fed A2A2.
Yeah, that has no like it's like saying my crystal meth is all natural, 100% organic, grass-fed. Like crystal meth is crystal meth. Like it doesn't fucking make a difference. Milk is milk. It's all fucking just like cow fucking secretions and pus and shit. Fucking stupid. You should do more videos on gear. Enjoyed the last one. Not even vegan gear, bros. I'm going to. I just started taking Tren, and I was kind of expecting like to get angry and stuff from it. I'm not. It's brought up my mood. I feel like happier lately on Tren, and I've slept fine. I've actually been getting better sleep on Tren, and yeah, I just feel good. Like I just started taking it a couple days ago. I think I do look a bit harder and veinier already, but I'm taking an enthate. The shorter esters don't seem like a good idea, so I'm taking an enthate.
Homemade in a small batch with all organic ingredients. So
I'm gonna take Tren for at least 8 weeks, maybe 12. We'll see how things go.
I mean, these people have been doing this and getting away with it for thousands and thousands of years. You know, I can just try my best, and you know, they're
Yeah, he thinks like the Illuminati has existed throughout human history, and they're like Jew interdimensional space aliens or something.
I mean, best case scenario, they're just gonna censor and shadow ban me and promote some other shill farmer that's selling raw dairy besides me. But you know, guys, don't get tricked by these products. You know, be careful. I mean, you're almost better off eating beans and rice every day with all the trickery that goes on and the amount of nutrition.
You are, in fact, better off eating beans and rice every day. What a retard.
And health understanding you have to identify look, these people are experts at scamming, dude. Don't feel bad that you bought.
So again, read the reviews on his website, and you can figure out who the scammer really is.
Ice cream for bears. These people are experts at manipulating and brainwashing and extracting money from unknowing consumers.
One time I had gotten a piece of salmon. I'd gone off of a fast and I was so hungry, and it was Sunday morning, and nothing was open. You know, nothing was open. So I was just starving, famished. I was getting a headache. It was so bad. So I went into a garbage can behind a fish market, and sure enough, they had fish in there. So I was eating it away. When I got home with the rest of it, I opened it, and all these pinworms were just undulating everywhere.
What the fuck?
I mean, just white and long, you know, all through this thing. So I must have eaten a couple thousand, you know, in that part that I eat. And then because it didn't bother me, I eat the rest of it because I was still hungry before.
He's got to be lying. He was hungry, and he went into the garbage behind a fish restaurant and was eating rotten fish out of a trash can. And then he brought it home. Why is he even out? He's got to be lying and making up this stupid horse shit. And then when he discovers there's pinworms all in it, he still eats it.
Before anything open. And I had my feces and blood checked for 10 weeks. Not one parasite. Not one parasite lived in my body. So
I don't know why Frank uploaded this, but that was retarded. I don't know if he's trying to make a point. What?
So what happens? Well, Sidewinders started passing me by right at that moment. So, and I'd seen Indians, you know, I'd seen the Indians just walk up and put their foot on the head, pick it up in front of the rattler, spin it around, snap the head off. I didn't think a thing. It just automatically, instinctively, I just went up, put my foot, bare foot on the head, picked it up in front of the rattler, whipped it around. I said, oh, shit. I've never done this before.
Okay, yeah, if this is Sojournus Vonderplants or whatever the fuck his name is, Maybe he did actually do this, because like that guy is in fact an unhinged retard.
What if he bites me? So I start getting more paranoid, spinning this thing around.
Oh, dude, Frank Tufano's search history would be fucking hilarious. I can only imagine the fucking weird, freaky gay porn that guy watches, and then like weird, random fucking horse shit he looks up. I'm sure he like wonders, can you like fucking get AIDS from eating somebody's feces?
My arms started getting sore, so I thought, okay, he's going to get me or I'm going to get him. Snapped, the head came right off. Peeled it back and ate it. So on the fifth day, right before, that night, that day, they'll go into the cocoon and become flies. And they eat them, right? And that's all they eat. They never eat.
I wonder if he's beefing with Sverige right now or something, because him randomly uploading shit about Sojournus, I have no idea why.
They eat the meat. They only eat the maggots. They have no disease. They can run like 30 miles an hour. They're incredibly healthy individuals. And that's all they eat, maggots.
Where's that?
It's in Borneo.
There's people who live in Borneo who only eat maggots, and they can run 30 miles per hour. Okay. Yeah, just fucking crazy idiot. That's the guy Sverige like bases all of his nutritional knowledge on. No wonder he started eating rotten shit from a jar. He seems to have stopped doing that. And I'm assuming it's because he either got sick and he doesn't want to admit it, or it's just so disgusting. His body just finally started fighting back and was like vomiting or something. Dodo donated $2. Let me see. This is the guy they want you to believe is a radicalized Islamist, creeping Sharia secret terrorist. Mayor Mamdani kicked off New York City's outdoor pool season today by jumping the Thomas Jefferson Pool, East Harlem. What does that have to do with anything? Why didn't he, like, wear a swimsuit?
This is episode 17 of I'm Still Vegan series, where I'll be spotlighting non-vegan restaurants that have great vegan options. This is Kalam Restaurant in Little India, and they have plenty of options that can
Why is this, like, not loading?
be made vegan. We started off with the appalam, of course, and then the moringa soup, which tasted kind of like rasam. It had moringa sticks, also known
Why?
This is episode 17 of I'm Still Vegan made vegan. We started off with the appalam, of course, and then the moringa soup, which tasted kind of like rasam. It had moringa sticks, also known as drumsticks, inside. It's really good for your health. Then for the sides, we had their crispy lotus stem, which was coated in a really nice batter and seasoned with masala. It was really tasty. And then we also had to have their gobi 65 that was crispy, and it is as good as it gets. We also got the chana masala. It smelled divine, but all of these were meant to go with the South Indian thali, which came with white rice, sambar, long beans poriyal, plantains, and rasam. And the right way to eat it is, of course, mix as many dishes as you can with the rice. There's no system here. The mushroom pepper masala was so good as well, and obviously there's something about eating food with your hands that just makes the food taste better. R.I.P. manicure though. And at the last minute, I decided to order their garlic naan that could apparently be made vegan. You could tell that they use whole wheat flour, but it was so crispy, spongy, just like naan. Enjoy.
I mean, who would have thought that we have a total crackpot running all of our intelligence services? She's been barely hiding the fact that she's taking.
I took some ADHD meds. I don't know if they're kicking in now. I am feeling a little weird. The fuck was it called again? The fucking name. Methylphenidate. I think that's it. Methylphenidate hydrochloride. Works by increasing levels of dopamine and norepinephrine in the brain. Okay, I don't know if this is actually going to help much for me. I guess we'll find out. How long does it take to kick in? Hydrochloride. How long does it take? Begins working shortly after taking it. Onset depends on the formulation. Immediate release starts 30-45 minutes. Yeah, I'm feeling weird. I'm feeling weird.
Taking direct instruction from her cult leader. I mean, if there's a less impressive guru to be found anywhere, I would have to look long and hard for him. I mean, this guy, there's a lot of video you can watch of him on YouTube.
It happens all the time. Sometimes people lose their fingers or thumbs or something. They can't find them. They look around, searching for their thumbs or fingers, and trying to put it back on.
This is embarrassing on every level. I watched probably 30, 40 minutes of this guy's teaching yesterday when I caught wind of that story. This story's in the Washington Post about how Tulsi Gabbard is essentially a Manchurian candidate for a dumb cult. Apparently, for years and years, through her her tenure in Congress and also in running, sitting at top of all of our intelligence services, right? Like no one had a higher security clearance than Tulsi Gabbard. We have this lei-wearing surfer dummy telling her the kinds of bills she should introduce, the things she should vote on, the wording of tweets that she should issue immediately to comment on, the civil war in Syria. And she had a cult on her shoulder while she's running our intelligence services. It's a clown car, and it's terrifying. If you're not going to laugh at it, you should be.
Yeah, that Tulsi Gabbard thing is actually crazy. How does Russia afford to do this?
Russia is building new military infrastructure close to NATO's northern flank. Much of the expanded infrastructure runs along the border with NATO member Finland.
They can't. This is just going to be... I don't think anything's going to come of this. It's starting to seem like the war is going to end pretty quickly. There's just no way this can go on for beyond another 2 years. I'd honestly be surprised if this war lasts another year. They're about to lose the Crimean Peninsula. I know there's a few front lines that are having massive amounts of mutinies and surrenders. Their economy is pretty much destroyed. They are actually having massive amounts of money printing now, and they're about to experience hyperinflation. And there's this massive fucking fuel shortage, which is extraordinarily like that doesn't happen in Russia because they're an oil-rich nation. So nobody is able to get any fuel for their cars. Even in Moscow, even the wealthier parts of Russia, they can't get it anywhere. So especially once winter comes, holy fuck, it's going to be bad. I don't see them, I don't know if they can actually continue this war through the winter.
Construction of a new Russian military base in Novaya Vilga. some 170 kilometers from the Russian border with Finland, is being watched with growing concern throughout the wider Baltic Sea region.
Russia is building bases, barracks, storage sites. This is alarming because Russia did the same thing before the start of the full-scale war in Ukraine. Russia said, "What are you talking about? No, it would never happen." Meanwhile, troops were being amassed, and then the full-scale invasion began in Ukraine.
Following Russia's all-out invasion of Ukraine in 2022, both Finland and Sweden joined NATO.
That is a very weird way to hold the rifle.
Despite Russia's military buildup, Finnish officials have said that the country is prepared.
Oh, that's a civilian range. Yeah, that guy doesn't hold the gun good.
Country is prepared to defend itself.
Lara says,
Dodo, any tellers told you this would happen, VG. What is this? God damn it. Fuck.
Уважаемый Рамзан Ахматович, рад вас приветствовать на торжественном мероприятии, посвященном празднованию Дня медицинского работника. Я персональный ассистент сегодняшней выставки. Желаю вам хорошего дня. Ахмат – сила, шеф-чемпион. Аллаху Акбар.
Yeah, that's pretty lame. U.S. passports are used by U.S. citizens traveling abroad. Welcome to what? The USA's new passport, which says welcome, but be good. President Donald J. Trump. What?
Can you watch this? It's actually mostly positive and complimentary to you.
So the 100...
Is that fucking thing?
So I do want to say, you know, I feel bad for...
No. We've already watched it. I don't care either. Thanks for the donation, dude.
The 3-day Iran war has ended.
Today, the U.S. and Israel launched an
Who won and lost here, and what did they win and
This is just stupid, faggot. I'm not...
South Korea may have...
Okay, I can watch that.
So here's the big research bet that all the labs are making. They think that if we train AIs to...
I am not watching this entire thing. Who gives a fuck what this bitch does all day? Okay, she ate noodles and some green thing. And... great. Okay, and then she had like cinnamon buns. Okay, that's lovely. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. This Russia thing, creating like a base along Finland, it's probably just bullshit.
Regime change.
Yeah, I mean, we sort of a couple of months into the presidency realized that we weren't just covering a transition from a Democratic president to a Republican president. And in fact, it was nothing like what we covered in the first term in the way he was using executive power. The premise for the title, regime change, was that we're used to talking about regime change in foreign countries and covering regime change in foreign countries. It's a much more uncomfortable and challenging task to think about a regime change in our own country. And when you look at what he's done as president, the way he's used executive power, it's like nothing we've seen in our lifetimes. You can go across the gamut. When George W. Bush went to war in Iraq and Afghanistan, you know, as flawed as the decision-making was, there was a process of getting approval by Congress, the branch of government under the Constitution that has the power to declare war. Trump didn't even talk to Congress. He just went to war. When he went and...
You don't have to. Oh my god, this is just the fucking, like, commie brain rot horse shit.
Snatched a foreign sovereign head of state out of his bedroom in his pajamas in the middle of the night and forced regime.
Oh my god, he kidnapped Maduro. Oh, Trump bad. Wow, we're doing this.
Change in Venezuela. He didn't talk to anyone in Congress. When he started...
He didn't talk to anybody in Congress. He didn't get permission to do that. You need permission to be able to kidnap a dictator. Like, fuck you. Dude, the left-wing media is just complete brain rot at this point. This is the only, like, this is what he leads with, to complain about Trump. He didn't get permission first to take out a horrible dictator. Oh, okay, that's so bad. Oh no.
Started a trade war with the whole world based on authorities which, once the courts caught up to it, were invalid. Again, there's no consultation. So it's unilateral expressions of power like we haven't seen in our lifetimes. And what we wanted to do in the book was to really emphasize what's in front of our own eyes and try to dig deeper and show people how it's working in there, how this country is being run by the very small group of people that are in charge of this country.
Yeah, and you do that very effectively. New details about one of his closest aides, Natalie Harp. Maggie and Jonathan report on how she became the president's gateway to information, supplying him with positive news stories and pro-Trump social media posts. They also write how she would often read the materials out loud to the president and later give him physical copies from a portable printer that she kept on her. According to the new book, Harp, quote, wrote Trump adoring letters that she left in his personal spaces, including one that read...
This guy seems like a turbo retard boomer. I can't use my phone. Can you print it out for me so I can read it? I prefer paper. Holy shit. Portable printer for Trump. Because he can't read it on like a tablet or a phone or something.
Read, "You are all that matters to me." Trump's chief of staff, Susie Wiles, told others that she remembered thinking, "Where am I?" And that Trump had taken to telling his staff that Natalie was the only one who loved him as much as his wife and his kids, adding, "All of you will go off and make money, and she'll never leave me." I mean, Maggie, obviously those of us who cover the president know Natalie Harp. Obviously, she's typically by his side all the time. For people at home, though, and as you're looking at the...
That is weird. That is super fucking weird. Oh my God.
Realm of figures that are surrounding him in the second term. What does this say to you?
So a couple of things, Caitlin. Natalie Harp became omnipresent in the campaign, and we write about that. She was not one of the original people in 2021 in this very small group of people who was there, but at some point in 2022, she became somebody who was constantly with him on the golf courses when he was in Florida. Again, they would refer to her as the human printer because she had this portable printer where she would hand him pieces of positive information. What it says is that he wants to keep people around who either make him happy or feed him information that he prefers to hear. I mean, one of the scenes that we have in the book is him demanding the quote-unquote real numbers during a tariff discussion when he is being told by his own staff what the actual numbers are, and he wants Natalie to go get him some different set of numbers that just didn't comport with reality. And he is more interested in information that he wants to hear and in seeking out something that validates what he believes, that he has always been interested.
Oh, you mean like how the Democrats say crime is down. Right. Right, so when you ask Democrats about crime, oh, crime's down. Oh, it's lower. Well, you know how they do that? They literally reclassify crime. So, like, things that were normally a felony, oh, they're misdemeanors, or they include crimes that are being pled out. So somebody, like, broke into a car, damaged a bunch of property, they take a plea deal, and then they change it to something else, but they don't actually report the real crime in the statistics. This is the shit that fucking Democrats do. They do similar shit with immigration numbers. Like, it's stupid when somebody does this so blatantly, and, like, not even for ideological reasons, but just, like, emotional reasons. But give me a fucking break. You can also look at, like, firearm statistics. Like, fucking Democrats and libs love to... the states with the most guns have the most violence. Like, no, they don't. You know, just horseshit like that.
And that it was just harder for him to get. This time, it is much easier. And Natalie Harp is one of the people who took over posting duties to the President's Truth Social post in this term, and that makes her fairly significant.
Yeah, I mean, Maggie, that part really stood out to me because basically, you know, he was talking to the Howard Lutnick, the Commerce Secretary, Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary. I mean, this passage of the book talks about what he's hearing from all of these staffers, and he's telling Natalie, go find the good numbers that she had pulled up for him. I mean, it kind of takes you into how he equates his staff in terms of experience and whether they're in the cabinet or the staffer who follows him around.
No, that's right. I mean, one of the things we used to hear in term one a lot, Caitlin, and in this way, you know, this is a sort of more of a pure Trump aspect, and we describe Steve Bannon referring to Donald Trump that way and how much pure Trump was coming through. You know, he often would assign multiple people the same job, but not quite like this. He really is just bringing in, you know, sort of direct people who will do what he wants. You're seeing that with Bill Pulte, who is now the Director of National Intelligence, despite having no intelligence experience, no intelligence community experience. We have a lot of detail about Bill Pulte's efforts to try to push Trump toward evidence that he believed could help lead to prosecutions of Trump's perceived enemies in the book. The fact that he is now the Director of National Intelligence, I think, speaks to exactly what we're talking about with Natalie Harp in a different context.
Yeah, and Jonathan, you know, as Trump was speaking in the Oval Office today with the NATO Secretary General, I thought about a part of your book that I had read in terms of the president's aging and what White House staffers have noticed, not even what other people have noticed. I mean, obviously he turned 80. And the two of you write in the book that the president was having trouble hearing. He was asking people to repeat questions they had just asked. That joint press conferences with world leaders were more often held in the Oval Office than in the spacious East Room, in part because the acoustics were better and they didn't have to stand for an hour. You also write that some of Trump's aides began to say privately that for the first time he was beginning to seem old to them. Those who spent time with him could see the signs, the moments of fatigue, the cupped hand behind the ear. But Trump's personal dominance in any room often papered over what his body could no longer fully conceal. I mean, what was the sense you picked up on from these staffers?
Well, it's a very difficult area of reporting, as you know, Caitlin, because all of us cover the president. It's something that they keep very well concealed. I'm not even sure that his most senior aides have a clear picture of his health, about all the aspects of his medical reports. They often talk about how they're the most transparent.
How would they? What is it? It's called the HIPAA Act. And not only that, like, he's the president. So not only would it be a HIPAA violation for them to know his personal, like, health shit, it's also a national security issue. Like, that's just something stupid to say.
Transparent White House, the most transparent president. It's manifestly not the case. They put out very incomplete medical information. Recently, they said he saw 22 specialists. We have no indication of who those specialists are or what their specialties are. They haven't released all the imaging results. You can go down the list. Look, he's 80 years old. We can see for ourselves that he sometimes has trouble staying awake in the afternoons. We can see the swelling around the ankles, the chronic venous insufficiency, and there's a lot of unknowns. So we didn't manage to crack. That was one area that, as a reporting task, feels very incomplete to us, and we're still very much continuing the reporting on that. But there's nothing beyond what is publicly available, but I think we actually know very little, frankly.
Yeah, I mean, Maggie, the two of you, as you reported out on this book, and everyone really should read it because
he's fucking 80. How many how many 80-year-olds do you know, especially ones that are as fat and out of shape as Trump, that don't have fucking health issue? Like, this is a talking point?
A dramatic...
Oh, wow. Trump, 80 years old, who eats fucking McDonald's every day and thinks exercise is bad for you? He has health problems? No shit.
Reading. Quote, he, the president, was...
This is some dumb crap. Trump's aide saying in private about his health. This is
also having trouble hearing, asking people to repeat questions they just asked. Joint press conferences with world leaders were more often held in the Oval Office than in co-authors, our friends Maggie Haberman and
bookstores.
Wow, an 80-year-old man having trouble hearing. Like, whoopee fucking...
Well, actually want to go visit a bookstore. That would be wonderful.
And as I was reading...
These people just seem like attention-seeking fucktards. Like, again, one of their main issues with Trump is the Maduro operation. Like, are you fucking kidding me? So these are just attention-seeking fucking scumbags. Like, they're fucking clowns. And they think it's like breaking news that fucking Trump has health issues. No shit, dumb fuck.
Have an ant problem. Although it's not these type of ants, but rather these.
코스피는 101%예요. 진짜.
There are more than 14 million retail investors in South Korea who are called ants. Individually, they don't have much.
I live in New Hampshire. We have the most guns per citizen out of any state in the country. I've never seen violence in my state or of any kind besides a cop attacking a criminal. What people really don't want to acknowledge is racial demographics when it comes to crime, especially violent crime and firearms violence. There's a reason why places like Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, like they have a lot of shootings and they're known for a lot of gang violence. It's because there's a lot of fucking blacks and Mexicans there. Like, when you have white-only neighborhoods, even when they're not particularly wealthy, you just tend to see less gun violence. So this whole gun violence discussion ends up becoming so fucking insanely retarded when you actually consider racial demographics in shootings, because it's like, what exactly are we complaining about? Are we complaining about guns making neighborhoods less safe, or are we complaining about black neighborhoods having fucking gang problems? Because it's all white people, mostly white women, complaining about gun violence when they're like literally the demographic the least likely to have any fucking issue with any kind of gun violence. It's black neighborhoods, and particularly young black men, who are at highest risk of dealing with shootings. So when we actually frame the issue the way you should, it's like, okay, all the crime is coming from these black neighborhoods. Well, what's the solution, right? Is preventing white people from owning a gun gonna, like, solve anything? No. Because it's all coming from these particular fucking neighborhoods. It's all coming from this particular racial demographic. And it's all coming from, like, these particular gangs. So it just becomes fucking retarded. And again, nobody wants to acknowledge it. But again, it's because it's mostly white women bringing the shit up, and then these white women don't want to seem racist. So yeah. Just stay away from black neighborhoods, and then you will not have issues with gun violence. It's that simple. So anybody complaining about, oh, guns, they're the problem. No. Stay away from black neighborhoods. The whiter the area, or the more Asian, and I mean like Chinese Asian, not like the bullshit Indian Asian, the better off you are. You won't have to deal with that fucking horse shit. Dodo donated $2. Let me see. Oh my god, this game sucks.
And I'm not necessarily saying people should be shitting on DSA, DSA maybe, or Mamdani maybe, but I'm pretty sure that if I were to open like a bunch of like lib Twitter, it's probably going to be like, okay, like, good job DSA, like, you know, it's cool that you guys won and now we can all work together and blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm sure all of it is like jerking them off. Whereas like if the libs had won, it would be like, fucking APAC and the fucking Jews are fucking destroying this fucking country. Get Nina Turner in here, let's fucking go. I was like, I'm just like, okay, guys. What did Hassan say when California didn't go his way? Homo-fascism?
He says this, but then he'll support candidates like Mamdani. And he'll, like, say, oh, Netanyahu's bad now. And Israel's going too far. Like, he's become a complete fucking parody of himself. Just total joke. Hilarious that I'm being sued by a radical progressive rich spoiled white girl encouraged by a radical MAGA rich and spoiled Jewish friend, also another radical Marxist rich and spoiled Turkish elite can signal boost to his rich, spoiled, super progressive audience on a platform where the only other political commentator is radical MAGA.
Why did I get gifted a sub to Diddy Piker, the dog striker, lol? What's up, terrorist sympathizer? DGG sends its regards. Get off your phone, Mr. Streamer. Here we go. Twitter News Central. Once again, nothing ever changes here. Lemma out. Thoughts on Destiny, the video game. 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 DGG sends its regards. Dalaban sends its regards. Classic Assange just leaves fucking stream with videos playing lol. Bad streamer. What's up, terrorist sympathizer? Why did I get gifted a sub to Diddy Piker, the dog striker, lol? I'm unbanning this guy. It's a good person to have in the chat. Dude, hate watching since 2024 is crazy. Hell yeah. My biggest fans. It should be fairly embarrassing to admit that your favorite streamer that you're like running harassment operations for has admitted to having child sexual abuse material in his hard drive and also...
Oh my god. That's such a retarded meme. That was literally recently disproven, by the way. Like... the fuck?
1 year penalty for inciting riots. We took the freedom of speech away because, and we've...
Trump admitted their goal was to end free speech by falsely labeling resistance to fascism as domestic terrorism. It's already resulted in the Prairie Land protesters being sentenced to 450 years in prison. So what is this?
Because not enough people are talking about the Prairie Land protesters and the Trump administration's latest crackdown on dissent. So there were 9 anti-ICE protesters that were just sentenced to decades in prison in the latest crackdown on dissent in this country. In 2 federal courts, a group of protesters received unusually long sentences after the Justice Department accused them of being members of Antifa. These 9 protesters were arrested after they demonstrated outside of an ICE facility in Prairie Land, Texas, and set off fireworks last year for the 4th of July to show solidarity with the detainees that were locked up inside.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so that's very clearly political persecution. So, yeah, he's fine with the January 6th riot, and he'll help those people out, but then... people who may or may not have any fucking relation to Antifa shooting fireworks off for 4th of July outside an ICE facility. Yeah, they get decades. Yeah. That's retarded. No true Scotsman. Let me see. AOC just come out in support of Hakeem Jeffries for speaker, and Mamdani did earlier.
For me, and we have a broad caucus, right? For me, I have made very clear that one of my priorities in determining and in a leader determination is securing public housing financing for New York City.
Wow. That is so fucking stupid. Why? Like, you know, one of the reasons New York has so many housing issues is because all the dumb, worthless, fucktard, uneducated, brokey, lazy immigrants go to New York because they know they're going to have free housing. So they literally invite the most unproductive, broke, retarded people, which again, over time, changes the city's demographics where you just have more and more fucking retarded poor people there. And then you have, like, these idiots. Make it easier for them. Bring more retarded broke people so that we need to, like, fund these social support systems more and more and more so that more of them come. And then we need more funding for it. Like... how about get a fucking job? Don't live in New York if you're broke. Like, it's an expensive city to fucking live in. It's so stupid. Like they're actually fucking crazy people.
And Leader Jeffries has made his prioritization for the residents of public housing very clear. And for that reason, I will be supporting Hakeem Jeffries for leader.
So she's like, the Democratic Party is just a bunch of fucking retards. Like, actually retarded dumb cunts. Like, dude, I make pretty decent money. I wouldn't want to live in New York because of the cost. Like, that would be difficult for me to get by in New York. Why the fuck should a bunch of idiots who are broke, don't make any fucking money, like, why do they deserve free housing when they deliberately decided to move to New York? You know why they moved there. It's because they knew they were guaranteed free housing. So, like, it's stupid. These people are just draining wealth from the fucking system. They keep raising taxes in New York more and more and more to pay for people who don't want to work. And they went to New York because they knew they were going to get free fucking handouts. Like, it's so stupid. Like, these people are actually fucking crazy.
2 more quick questions. If Democrats win the midterms, do you want to see Leader Jeffries become the Speaker of the House?
Yes.
Okay. That was a firm, quick answer. 2 more quick.
Jill Stein. Oh my god. Jill Stein's just fucking nuts.
You make pretty decent money? Man, I almost laughed my ass off. You have a roommate in rural Canada and are barely getting by. If you made decent money you would not be where you are. And we can all see that you only made $13 today. Nice. Broke and poor.
That's great. Thanks for the donation, 21st. Dodo Donatello, so was Ben Shapiro right about black people, VG, and you used to call him racist? Do you change your mind? That also watch. Well, he's racist. He's right about the racial demographics with violence, but he's very clearly fucking racist. Oppose Israel's constant ceasefire violations. What ceasefire violation? Israel never made a ceasefire agreement with Hezbollah or Lebanon, and they weren't part of the negotiations between, like, Iran and the U.S. Demand the U.S. lift sanctions on Venezuela? Like, they're saying this so that Venezuela can sell oil to China. That's what that's about. Called on the AMA to speak up for Dr. Abu Safia. Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is Dr. Abu Safia? Is this person gonna look like a fucking monkey or something? Palestinian pediatrician, served director of something. What was he doing? Concern grow after Israeli forces detain the director of besieged Gaza hospital. Oh, so he was... So Abu Safia walking toward a military vehicle along the street with rubble line, destroyed buildings. So this guy was working with Hamas. He was very likely a Hamas agent. That's weird. There's some images of him walking towards Israeli armored vehicles. I don't know what the fuck this guy was doing. So, yeah, he's very likely... He's probably a fucking terrorist.
People who are fighting for the freedom of the political prisoners in Israel. And I support these 5 demands that this campaign has been making. And I also call for the freedom for Marwan Barghouti and all of the political prisoners.
We need to bring global attention to the terrible torture and brutality used against Palestinian prisoners. We call for their release and we call for Israel to be held accountable for such.
Imagine being, like, that much of a faggot that, like, you'd go to a Code Pink protest as a dude. Yeah, so terrorist chant. Associate professor at the University of Arizona. How silence the phrase amounts to silencing the Palestinian call for freedom. It literally, it's about exterminating literally all Jews, like killing them off.
This phrase, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free, has been ubiquitous, has been heard a lot in the freedom movement, in the Palestinian freedom movement.
Yeah, because they're terrorists and they hate Jews and they want to exterminate Jews.
Especially since the onset of the genocide in Gaza, but even before then as well. And it's something that has also received, it's a phrase that's received a lot of criticism, a lot of pushback, and a lot of smear campaigns that attempt to equate this phrase, this call for liberation, this call for Palestinian freedom, with hate speech. Attempts to silence.
That's because it's what it is. It literally means eradicating the Jewish race.
Or criminalize the use of the from the river.
Yeah. Great.
Still plan to support Hakeem Jeffries as Speaker if Democrats take the House, even though he endorsed incumbent Congressman Dan Goldman. He did not endorse you. After sleeping on it and after seeing the results, not just in your race, but all these other races come in, I'm wondering if you still feel confident in that answer, given the pattern here and the message it seems that New Yorkers are trying to send.
Yeah, I look forward to helping elect Hakeem Jeffries to be the Speaker of the House in January. He called to congratulate me, and we had a good conversation.
Still plan to support Hakeem Jeffries as Speaker.
Okay. This is about your African American history.
In 2011, a bolt of lightning ignited a blaze that burned for 111. For over 9,000 years, native peoples of this region, the Nansemond,
ancient tool, and then they decide.
And the people who run them,
What is life?
less carbon.
That's interesting.
Before we get to the Iran deal, and before.
This is old news. They're back at war again, so there's no point in watching this. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo.
Power, but collectively they have a greater influence in the market.
And these ants have been busy.
Up by more than 100% so far this year. Just an unbelievable rally.
It's really quite extraordinary what's happening in Korean stocks at the moment.
The Kospi index, which tracks Korea's public companies, climbed 200% over the last 12 months. Compare that to other major markets, like the S&P or even the Nasdaq, and Korea's performance blows them out of the water.
That means it has more than tripled.
Once again, from the river to the sky, Hamas shall die.
Yes, I agree. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. This ADD medication is making it harder for me to concentrate. It's making my brain like kind of zoom around and scrambly, and I think a lot. I'm thinking about stuff faster. It's like doing the opposite of helping me concentrate. Oh my god.
Over the past
I can't remember what the dosage was. I think it was like 10 milligrams. It was the thing. I think it was 10 milligrams.
Last 12 months, retail investors, they've been the main driver of the Kospi. We can see signs of being a little bit maniac and a lot of people borrowing money to invest in stocks.
And amid the mania is a mounting fear that a bubble will soon burst.
The AI bubble debate is absolutely raging right now.
South Korea is one of the biggest beneficiaries of the global AI trade because it has two of the world's largest memory chip makers.
Korean stocks are really maximizing being beneficiaries of the AI capex bubble. That's the mountain.
Also, the title says I fear no frog. Are you sure, VG, not even this frog?
Let me see.
Let me remind you that the golden dart frog is not just the most poisonous frog in the world. That is the most poisonous creature in the world. Their body is covered in enough poison to take out 10 full-grown adult humans, easily.
I feel like I'd just be fine.
In fact, they could take out 2 full-grown African bush elephants. Can you imagine Golden Kermit here whacking an elephant? And all you have to do is get the poison into your bloodstream. So if you touch one with an open wound, or you touch food after coming in contact with one, you're on a one-way trip to meeting your maker. In other words, if you ever see one of these in the wild, look, but do not touch.
I feel like I'd be fine. Most people are probably just pussies or something. I fear no frog. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Of money that's pouring in around the world, but particularly in the US from the mega cap stocks, into building AI data centers.
So, are South Korea's retail investors building towards the future, or will they get wiped out?
I don't have a strong insight of when it goes wrong. But when the AI bubble collapses, the pain in Korea is going to be extraordinary.
AI investment is in hyperdrive. 2025 saw the 4 biggest US tech companies, Amazon, Google, Meta, and Microsoft, spending $376 billion on capital expenditures. And the industry is on track to spend a whopping $725 billion in 2026. Data centers need memory chips.
Clip of Richard Spencer debating a Muslim on whether women should wear a burqa or something. And since we are taking about liberal morons, VG.
So you don't like it when your wife covers up. You like when men look at her?
Yes.
You want men to look at your wife?
There's a difference between men looking at your wife and men doing other things with your wife.
No, I said look.
I want to go back to an ancient world where we're just wearing togas and sandals, and you're just seeing cleavage and long legs.
I just want to confirm.
I do want to live like that. Yeah, I'm a more sensual person.
So you want me to look at your wife's cleavage?
You can look at my wife's cleavage, so long as you're not.
Muslims are the most beta male, retarded, fucking unhinged pussies. Why would you be so fucking ridiculously insecure that you fucking care if some dude is like looking at your wife's tits? Whoopee fucking diddly do. It's not an interesting conversation though, but thanks for that donation, Ploopity Doop. That Muslim guy also looks like an inbred fucktard.
So, should you flee? Don't play dumb with me. You know what I'm talking about. The seas are rising. Fascism is peaking globally.
No, we can't abolish borders. Dude, if these people got their way, they would very quickly regret it. Very fucking quickly. Like, it's hilarious how it's all women who do this shit too. It's dumb fucking retarded liberal women who have the dumbest fucking ideas. And then, fucking men, if I had it my way, the world would be so much better. And then when they get it their way, oh, tens of millions of fucking people die from starvation. Millions of people fucking politically persecuted and rot away in a fucking gulag. So, like, yeah, have it your way. It's worked out every fucking time. I don't, like, what does it mean? Like, around 100 million fucking deaths due to communism? Yeah, if only we could let in, if any fucking immigrant could fucking come in. We just need to abolish borders. Yeah, let's have all the fucking worst criminals on the entire fucking planet come over here and rape you. Wouldn't the world be that much better? Dude, liberal women are the dumbest fuck. Like, Dodo need $2. San Francisco leftist lawmaker was aggressively accosted in the Mission District by a far-left extremist demanding he chant Free Palestine.
Hey, Willie, you gotta get the fuck out my hood, bro. It's Free Palestine here. You already know what it is. We against the genocide. You think you gonna come to my neighborhood, bro? You fucked up. You fucked up. It's gonna be a problem. There's innocent children being killed in Palestine. You're not saying nothing, bro. Fuck up. Please.
Yeah, is Andy No the crazy person or just the, basic bitch faggot? I can't remember. Oh, whatever. Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Semiconductors that store and rapidly feed information to AI processors. The design and manufacture of these critical components is dominated by two Korean companies, Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix.
The scale of gains we're seeing are really quite extraordinary.
At points this year, Samsung has seen its stock rise 500%, while SK Hynix has surged more than 1,000%. In 2025, Taiwan's TSMC outperformed SK Hynix and Samsung, but this is expected to change, with TSMC being overtaken by its rivals.
We're really seeing really incredible amounts of value produced. Korea is making real hard earnings.
If you go to the streets in a cafe or bars in South Korea these days, you can easily hear people talking about Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix. They easily talk about whether it's still not too late to buy the stock, whether one should buy more.
Korea's booming AI-fueled market has produced big winners, especially if you got in early.
Because I work in the tech industry and I worked in AI company since 2017, so I believe in that future. I'm sitting on the position of 1,300% of gain.
That's incredible.
Yeah, because I invested in the 5 years ago.
A lot of people say Kospi's market rally is driven by fundamental, but to a certain extent, we can see certain pockets of the market that are driven by sentiment, such as the fear of missing out. In South Korea, there's an expectation that at a certain age, you want to have a good job, you want to own a house, and then you want to start a family. Young people who feel like they're out of options to own a house are starting to invest in stocks so they can start to build wealth.
예, 여러분 안녕하십니까? 고품격 주식 방송 주식은 지금 자 오늘도 한번 힘차게 시작해 보도록 하겠습니다. 야.
지금은 누가 보더라도 불장이잖아요.
Chun Shuk-jae, known as Shuka, is a well-known social media personality or finfluencer. He says the ants are just trying to get ahead.
나도 이번에 성공해야 돼. 이번에 성공하지 못하면 야 나는 뒤처지는 거야. 이런 분위기가. 그러니까 이 대출을 받거나 레버리지를 하는 사람들이 굉장히 많고.
Investing in the stock market can be risky, especially if debt's part of the equation. Despite profiting from the market, this investor didn't want her face to be shown because she hadn't told her family about the scale of her investing or the leverage she'd taken on.
어떻게 보면 도박을 하고 있다라고 취급을 받을 수도 있을 것 같아서 또 아직 성공하지도 않았고 그래서 얼굴 공개를 망설이게 되었습니다. 한 150% 정도 수익을 보고 있습니다.
This investor has seen their portfolio's value rise to $655,000 US, a large.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I wish I was kind of stupid, because then I'd invest in some dumb shit like this and be a millionaire. Hey, Andrew, what's up, man? I took ADD medication, and it's doing the exact opposite of what I thought it would do. Kid Boo, only $2. Oh, this retard.
Which kind of Muslims?
You tell me.
Do you think there are too many Muslims in Germany? Oh my god, the white liberal fucking brain rot over here.
I have no problem if you say we have now 10,000 young people from Tehran in Iran who come to Germany for study and having no problem with them. I don't want to have 10,000 Somalis. Okay? It's a difference.
And then, fucking gay faggot white guy with a fucking handkerchief on his fucking head, and another, like, faggot with his faggot glasses. Like, oh my god. This is so pathetic. Really? Oh, what an idiot saying he doesn't want to hang around Somalians. Have any of you motherfuckers been to Somalia? Like, do you want to hang out with Somali gangs? How many fucking Somalian friends do you fucking assholes have? I love how these rich white fucking assholes, like, say this shit. That's so fucking horrible. They don't even have any fucking black friends. I can guarantee you they don't even have any fucking Asian friends either. And then they'll, like, talk shit about how, oh, you're racist for saying people from this country are bad. You don't even know anybody from these countries. Like, they're such fucking assholes.
You don't like Somalis?
I know the data, and I know that how Somalis perform in Western countries, and I know how Iranians perform in Western countries. Both are Muslims. Do I have a problem with Iranian Muslims? No, I don't have.
Do you think there are too many Muslims in Germany?
Which kind of Muslims?
You tell me.
I have no problem if you say we have now 10,000 young people from Tehran in Iran who come to Germany.
Dude, like, these people.
Clavicular joins the LGBT after making out with a tranny.
So, he didn't realize she's a tranny? I mean, she's attractive enough, who cares? He probably doesn't really care. Thanks for the donation, nigga.
Part of her portfolio is made up of leveraged ETFs, investments designed to multiply daily returns.
The amount of people I know from different countries, and these people patronize me without any foreign friends, my god. Yeah, I know, dude. It's fucking insane. Bro, like, if you run into any, like, sensible immigrants, like, who aren't crazy, they'll even tell you, like, the country they come from is a bunch of assholes. I remember, there was a guy, Jamaican dude, who was living here illegally. He was working at a fucking jerk chicken restaurant. He said he never wants to work for black people ever again, because they never fucking pay you. He said every time he's worked for a white person, they pay you on time. Black people, he said, it's nothing but fucking problems. You don't get your paycheck until 2 weeks later, and then they underpay you, and then you have to fight them and shit. Like, a lot of these people will, like, be straight up with you and say, yeah, like, the reason, like, I left fucking Jamaica is because it sucks there. Everybody fights all the time. There's way too much fucking violence, and it's corrupt, and you're broke all the... Like, they'll tell you this shit. And then you have white people who, like, just gargle the fucking communist brain rot propaganda. Everyone from every culture is perfect and fine, and if you don't want people from a certain country coming here, you're racist. Then if you go to fucking Brampton in Canada, all the Indians will tell you India sucks, Indians are retarded, I came to Canada to escape India because I hate India. Like, I don't know what the fucking deal is. Like, why are they here? Why are they immigrating if their country doesn't suck and the people there don't suck? It has to, right? Why would you leave otherwise? Like, it just put 2 and 2 together, you know?
The person in that clav clip was not trans. Retards fall for fake clips with titles aimed at virality and not accuracy.
Who cares? Thanks for the donation, dude.
Turns, but they can also multiply losses.
These are ETFs that offer 2 times or 3 times the return of the market, which are clearly great when it goes up, but not so good when it collapses.
Hold that thought till after this.
This is an incredible comeback story.
Uncover more at Bloomberg.com/videos.
Cheering this bullishness on is Korea's president, Lee Jae-myung. He's encouraged the shift from investing in housing to financial markets. The former trader turned politician has enacted sweeping reforms, leveling the playing field for smaller shareholders and strengthening corporate accountability. But if the market falls, his popularity could fall with it.
There's definitely a risk of tying one's political success too deeply with the stock market performance. Because South Korea has so many retail investors, out of 51 million population, 14 million people are retail investors. The strong market performance definitely has a huge appeal to voters.
The bubble here is not in Korean stocks. What happens is a bubble in the US.
Did you hear about the cowpo? That's not a word. That got arrested for murder after their 7-year-old died of heart disease while weighing 255. Oh, couple. Michigan parents charged after 7-year-old son dies at 255. How fat was this kid? I kind of want to see a picture of the kid. That's got to be a world's first. Has to be. Charges of torture, 3 counts of second-degree child abuse stemming from the death of their son. Authorities said Casper died after paramedics responded to the family's home. Difficulty breathing, taking the autopsy found the cause of death was dilated cardiomyopathy, a disease of the heart muscle that can lead to heart failure. Morbid obesity listed as contributing factor. Well, he's too... He had, like, he's 7. Dude. How, like, what's the average height of a 7-year-old? That they can't be over like 5 feet tall. Holy, yeah, so what would that be? 48 inches. So your average 7-year-old.
I think people like Dark Snovia would call you racist for saying that these third world countries suck and are backwards.
Well, I'm not wrong. Yeah, so your average 7-year-old boy is 4 feet tall. So this kid, it was probably roughly 4 feet tall, and he weighs more than me. I'm 6'3", 230 pounds, and this kid was 4 feet tall, 255. So yeah, no shit, he'd have cardiomyopathy. This has to be a world's first. I've never heard of parents...
I don't think Richard has any money in the stock market at all.
Yeah, I don't. Thanks for the donation, 21st. Thanks for the donation, Dodo. That's got to be a world's first. I've never heard of parents getting child abuse charges for their kid being fat. That's pretty crazy. That is, oh, you know what's funny? Nobody's fucking talking about how, if the kid was vegan, the kid wouldn't be fucking 255 pounds. This is what happens when you feed your kid meat and animal products, right? Look at that animal carnage abusing their kid and causing it to die. Weird how that's not a fucking headline, right? Oh, but like if the fucking parents are vegan or something. Vegans kill another kid. Fucking, like, yeah, it's just great.
Means that the real world beneficiaries are just making money hand over fist as long as the AI capex bubble lasts.
Which brings us back to AI spending. Any sign it's slowing down exposes South Korea's market to volatility that could wipe out investor wealth. That's because...
Dude, 4 feet tall, 255 pounds. You'd have to be a literal circle. I'm really curious what that kid looked like because, like, I can't even imagine that. You'd have to be a literal circle. You'd roll, like literally roll if you fell, you know? That would just be weird.
It's ironic I bring him up since he thinks whites are the degenerate ones.
Let me take a look.
Yikes. You have no money in stocks. Are you just too poor to be able to invest in stocks, Mr. I make decent money? Or are you just too retarded to understand the value of compounding financial growth? Pat is poor and I bet she has money in stocks.
Well, Pat can teach me about all that. Thanks for the donation, 21st.
I can prove this. It's a scientific fact. If you are white, you are a degenerate. You cannot argue facts. Facts don't care about your feelings. Accept it. You are a degenerate because you're white.
Well, he would know, wouldn't he? Thanks for the donation, Dodo.
Samsung and SK Hynix make up more than 50% of the Kospi.
The Korean stock market trades like a penny stock, or it trades like an individual volatile stock, because in many ways it is just two stocks.
If the AI transformation doesn't return the profit they were expected to, and if there's any hiccups in the CAPEX spending or some kind of a slowdown in the US big tech spending, South Korea might be the first in the world to witness.
Now would be probably a really good time to cash out with this AI stock shit. Like if you've made any money, like, yeah, just cash out now while you're ahead. It's so high risk. Nobody knows what the fuck's gonna happen, like especially with a change in US administration. Like Trump's not gonna be in office forever. Who knows it, like there's probably gonna be another Republican victory, but who knows? And these companies are just bleeding fucking money. And nobody knows how they're ever even going to make money. And there's a lot of speculation that as AI gets better, it's probably going to be less good at generating money. And it's going to end up being used for more and more specific tasks. So who knows? You might as well just cash out now.
As what kind of impact that's going to have on the market.
A recent study by Bain & Co. of nearly 1,000 global companies found AI cost savings broadly fell short of projections. a result the survey says should be making executives uncomfortable.
When this
I
AI
already didn't have much respect for you, especially when it came to you clownishly giving financial advice on your streams. But now I have zero respect for anything you say regarding finances if you have zero money in the stock market. Black clown.
That's nice. Thanks for the donation, 21st.
CapEx bubble bursts, the Korean stock market will collapse, and then the economy in Korea will suffer a deep recession. The problem is that I'm not trying to call the top, and I don't know when the top is.
The risk is becoming apparent. South Korea's financial watchdog now says it regrets the launch of leveraged ETFs. On March 4th this year, the Kospi plunged 12%, pulled down by concerns over the Middle East conflict. South Korea's ants, those hoping AI will help them build generational wealth, may be some of the most at risk.
We are finding some balance between the hope and doom market scenario as well. Now I'm looking for the China market as well.
We know that the AI bubble cannot inflate ad infinitum. The problem is, you can't get ahead of that story. If the AI capex bubble continues for another year, Korean stocks will double or triple again. You can't really preempt the turn until you know exactly when the bubble will burst.
AI, such and such, so forth.
In a
and
second, this
whatnot.
thing is
Oh my god, 48 minutes.
Accomplish millions of verifiable tasks across thousands of diverse RL environments, then we will have basically built AGI. Because this kind of training will have created a kind of problem-solving agent, the kind of thing that can make progress on open-ended tasks for weeks on end in the face of errors and mistakes and ambiguity. And the people who are optimistic about this vision will say that all these things that we talk about—
Great news, Israel is planning to nuke Gaza, and the young Turks are crying about it like babies.
Oh, thank God.
You don't want to put Israel in a position where they feel they have no choice but to use those weapons. I think Israel's always been a lot closer to using nukes than any other country. I mean, we know that because they've said that. And I think they're now closer than they've ever been. So I'm not in charge of anything. I'm just a podcaster. But if I were running the U.S. government, I would, immediately distance myself from Israel, stop paying for their genocide, of course, on moral grounds. But I would also try to calm them down, because if they get too overwrought, really destructive things could happen.
I believe that what Tucker Carlson said there, and that was in the context of an interview with Alex Jones, it was absolutely correct. One of the things that I am increasingly growing worried about, fearful about, is the notion that Israel might actually turn to nuclear weapons in order to accomplish in their minds what they need to accomplish. The just total.
I love that photo. That guy's, I love that quote from him. If I had to either save all of if I had to save a cow or all Muslims, I'd rather save the cow. That guy is great.
Destruction of Iran or the total annihilation of any.
Oh my God, fucking young Turks, just dumb bitches. And again, we know it's all it's not even ideological. It's grifting. They're full of shit. Cenk years ago was saying fuck Iran, bomb them, fuck Gaza. They're launching rockets into Israel. So it's just grifting.
As the fundamental deficits in the current training paradigm. For example, the data inefficiency of these models or the fact that they lack continual learning. These things can just be steamrolled if we just scale training more. In the same way that all the fundamental research problems in natural language processing collapsed when we just threw enough compute into LLMs. So in the previous essay, I talked about how these models are 1/1,000,000th as sample efficient as humans. And the people who are in favor of the current training paradigm will say, look, that might be true, but this is only true during training. And training is this one-time cost that is amortized across billions of sessions that a model will experience. And what really matters is how smart and general and sample efficient the model is during a session. And this has clearly been improving as we've been doing more RL training. AI agents are able to solve more and more ambitious problems over longer and longer time spans. Anybody who has used these models for coding knows that. Similarly, people would say, look, continual learning, this capability I keep harping about where the model's weights get updated based on what it's learning from deployment, may simply not be necessary. Because if in-context learning gets so good across longer and longer time horizons, then you don't need to distill back everything the model is learning on the job into the weights. People often say that their employees are not net productive until 6 months or more of them working on the job. So clearly, online learning is necessary for competence. But what if you could just fit those 6 months into the context window? There's been tons of architectural innovations that dramatically increase the amount of information or the amount of context that a transformer can store. And why not think with a couple more years of progress, we might have what feels like infinitely large context windows? Okay, so before we discuss this research a bit further, I want to step back and I want to ask a completely tangential question, which I find actually very interesting and confusing about the nature of current AI progress. Why has progress on computer use been so much slower than other domains? Computer use is so clearly verifiable. You could ask a question like, did the desired Etsy item I ordered get delivered? Is the venue for an event I'm trying to organize booked? Have my taxes been submitted? So isn't it weird that computer use has been making so much slower progress than coding and math and these other verifiable domains? I'm sure there's many reasons for this, and one of them, of course, is the fact that the models are exposed to far less high-quality multimodal data during pre-training. But one reason that I think is actually quite underrated by people, and which I think reveals the canyon walls against which this river of AI progress will only slowly chip away at, is that it is not enough for a domain to be verifiable. It also has to be very grindable, in the sense that you have to be able to run lots of parallel rollouts against a deterministic and replayable simulator, and you have to run those rollouts from the same starting point. If you're trying to make a model better at coding, you can define some container that has the software repo with some missing feature that you have tasked the AIs with creating. And then you have 1,000 parallel agents that go at the problem, each of which has an identical copy of the container. But this doesn't work with computer use, at least not trivially. You can't just have 1,000 agents go try the same checkout flow on Amazon to get better at using websites, because Andy Jassy will find your bots and shut your ass down. You can solve this by making clones of Slack and Gmail and all the other common applications and websites. But at least currently, this is a very labor-intensive and unscalable way to build environments. Of course, once AIs get good enough at coding themselves to build these clones with extremely high fidelity, then I'm sure the computer use will make quicker progress than it is right now. And you're also killing two birds with one stone with this kind of procedure, because getting AIs to rebuild whole applications from scratch is also a great RL objective for coding. So while computer use itself may soon be solved, its current lethargy is telling us the following: that unless you can build a very replayable training target for a domain, the models will struggle to make much progress. And the reason this is true, of course, the models are incredibly sample inefficient during training. This is a point I was making in my last video essay. So for computer use, we might be able to make up for the sample efficiency deficit by building these farmable deterministic simulators. But for so many other different kinds of skills that we need AIs to have, we simply can't do this. How do we train an AI to get really good at building a business from scratch? How about winning court cases, or having a profitable day of trading in the markets, or helping a candidate win an election? The rollout here requires interacting with the real world, and you can't recreate it from just within a data center. The outer loop verification here may take months or even years of real-world actions to elicit, and you can't re-observe it by perturbing the model's actions slightly in thousands of parallel rollouts to isolate exactly what the model did that actually worked. Now, dealing with such reset-free, non-stationary environments is a known open problem in RL. I'm not pointing out anything new. But I really do want to emphasize that because of the idiosyncratic and sparse nature of data in most domains in the world, you need sample efficiency in order to get proficient. If AIs are to develop all the skills that humans have, and even skills that humans don't have, then they need to be able to learn from information revealed in unstructured, unverifiable, and ambiguous ways from scarce amounts of real-world interaction. Because in many domains, the relevant training information simply doesn't exist in any other way. What is the RL environment to make an AI that is as good at politics as Lyndon Johnson, or as good at building a space launch business as Elon Musk? The labs are betting that RLVR will generalize. That is, that if you train on enough containerized, reproducible environments, you will develop a very general agent that can make and execute plans and learn rapidly from new information and even pick up new skills, all within a single session. If you drop this endlessly RLVR'd AI into Texas politics...
But wait, there's more VG.
Let me see.
The fact that anti-Zionist Zoran Mamdani-backed candidates won their primary races in New York last night should come as no surprise to you if you've been keeping track on where the sentiment is among Democratic voters in regard to
No, it's fucking stupid women. It's stupid young girl, college kid, rich dipshit white girls. That's all it is.
Can you PLS pay attention the video VG? I thought you took Isaac's Adderall, so why are you getting so distracted? Focus on the video, because if you don't learn then you will stay dumb forever, and we don't want that, now do we?
First of all, it's not Adderall. Secondly, it's literally doing the opposite. It's making it harder for me to focus. So... Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo.
our relationship with Israel. Now, Democratic voters are rejecting pro-Zionist candidates and
No, dumb bitch, liberal white college girls are doing that.
Last Night in New York was a really great example of that. In fact,
Okay, whatever. Thanks for the nation,
In
Dono.
1948, it could give you better advice than LBJ about winning the Senate seat. And if you gave it $100 million in 2002 and let it cook, it would build SpaceX for you. Now, whether RLVR can generalize this well is an empirical question. If the labs went from spending billions of dollars on RL environments to $1 trillion, would you get the kind of thing that is a fully human-like general intelligence within the context window? Dario gave a telling quote during our podcast together, which I think hints that RLVR generalization is not infinitely strong. When he was explaining why model performance tends to degrade at long context, he said,
there's two things. There's the context length you train at, and there's a context length that you serve at. If you train at a small context length and then try to serve at a long context length, like maybe you get these degradations.
Now, maybe I'm reading too much into this, but it seems like he's saying that short horizon RL training doesn't necessarily generalize to long horizon RL performance. And if you can't generalize from short horizon to long horizon, then how are agents supposed to generalize from getting trained at a bunch of white collar tasks to, say, having the ability to be dropped in the real world and build a business from scratch as well as Sam Walton? And even if after enough in-context experience, the AIs could become like Henry Ford or Albert Einstein, all that would be ephemeral and wasted if you couldn't get those learnings back into the weights. Around 30 to 50% of a lab's compute goes to inference. And that compute is currently not playing any productive role in helping improve the model. This seems like a huge waste. And it's even worse than it sounds, because it is only in deployment that the most valuable bits of information which your model could learn from are actually revealed. Things like what's actually happening in the organizations where I'm being used, and what are they using me for, and what kinds of mistakes do I tend to make in the real world. We've got some genius grad student who's never been allowed to take a real internship. And we keep giving it more and more classroom case studies in the form of RL training on environments. It's so bizarre that we have AIs that are broadly deployed through the economy already and are participating in so many different kinds of tasks and are privy to so much.
At this point, I'm surprised people like Anna and Cenk even made it though high school.
I mean, some of the dumbest people I've ever met in my entire life graduated high school. You can be a stupid, stupid fuck and graduate high school, so that's not really surprising. Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo.
Much domain and organization-specific tacit knowledge, and they're not able to make use of it. But this kind of continual learning requires going back to the weights. AIs can't just keep building up a bigger and bigger KV cache as they learn from more and more users. That's just not scalable. And that's also not how humans do it. There's no clean separation in our brain between parameters and activations. And it's not like some part of your skull keeps expanding as you learn more things through your lifetime. When we learn stuff, there's clearly some kind of compression. And this aids our generalization and grokking. There are, in fact, some humans who have this autistic savant type ability to recall random tables of numbers or nonsense syllables years later. Basically the kind of fidelity information that models have in context. And such sheer volume cripples these humans' ability to understand abstractions and metaphors. Human continual learning is less about having all your observations at the tip of your tongue and more about chiseling the right intuitions and big picture knowledge back into the weights. But the moment you move into the weights, you have to give up on in-context learning sample efficiency. Because gradient updates are super sample inefficient, all of the successfully shipped online learning models have had to learn the exact same thing across millions of users. For example, the cursor tab model online learns by predicting the same exact objective for over 400 million requests a day. The objective here being which edits actually got accepted by the user. At least so far, we haven't seen models online learn different kinds of things for different users, because while a single session may generate more than enough data for a human to learn from, it's not enough to train a more capable AI. Current online learning can work for a very limited number of use cases, but the whole point of continual learning is that the world is very complicated.
What the fuck has he been talking about? This was 10 minutes. What happened?
And each job and company and problem is different. And you need your intelligence to be able to learn the specific information related to a particular deployment, which simply can't be stuffed into some shared training run. These are all the things we're talking about when we talk about on-the-job learning. Things like how does everything in your organization work and fit together, and how to cooperate with all the infrastructure and the other people around you to make progress on some larger project, and what the common failure modes are, and many other things like this. As the podcast has grown, I've had to deal with more and more operational overhead. Take paying bills. In the past, contractor...
Really? How is it possible to graduate from high school and yet have learned nothing, VG?
They don't really weed out for intelligence, so... Thanks for the donation, though, Dodo.
Contractors would just email me their invoices. Every few weeks, I'd dig through my inbox, I'd create a folder with all the bills, and I'd manually pay each of them NA members FDIC. In this way, sample efficiency and continual learning are actually deeply connected problems. Relatively little data is available to the model on the job. Now, to learn from this data requires sample efficiency. And models can do that in context, but using the fast weights that are built on the fly by attention, which allows for the sample efficiency, but scales very poorly in terms of memory. So we need architectural innovations that allow for some kind of intermediate representation. I talked before about how we already have many different working ideas for this kind of thing, from sparse attention to KV cache compaction. And every week somebody releases a new paper suggesting some kind of other architectural optimization. It doesn't seem to me that architecture is fundamentally what is bottlenecking continual learning. So perhaps the bottleneck is the loss function. How do we update the weights, aka how do we improve the model itself based on information that was learned from one particular session? Even here, naively, it seems like there are many ideas that ought to work. A lot of people are talking about this technique called on-policy self-distillation recently. If you want to learn more about it, I recorded a little impromptu Blackboard lecture on my iPhone with Sasha Rush a couple of weeks ago, and it's in the link in the description. But to summarize the explanation, the idea is that we encourage the base model to make the same predictions when trying to solve some real-world problem as the model with all the context accumulated after a long session would have made. The whole point of this procedure is to distill what the model learned in a session back into the weights themselves. This is better than RLVR for two reasons. One, OPSD doesn't require us to have some outer loop verifiable reward. We just need a model that can learn the right things within the context window. And as long as we have that, we can train the base model to match our veteran teacher model, which has built up all this experience during the session. And two, OPSD provides a much denser supervision signal than naive RL. Instead of projecting a single reward through the whole trajectory, you can train on the per token probability discrepancy between the teacher and the student. For continual learning, OPSD is also superior to supervised fine-tuning. The most naive version of SFT for this application that you can imagine is just to train the base model to predict all the tokens that are observed during the session. But this makes no sense if you think about it as a learning target. The way you get better at your job is not by recalling the transcript of every single thing.
Yes, I get that. Yeah. Oh my god. Did you see how that guy was talking the entire time? That was fucking nuts. Oh. Oh. You know what? I might invest in a new recliner. Might get a bigger, chunkier recliner. I don't know. Might also look at different desks, too. I'll look at that later, maybe.
Think in real life, tyres are more forgiving than they are in sim. Now, I've not driven a GT3 car before, but I have driven a racing slick tyre on a GT4 car. And a great example would be our GT4 around the Nürburgring versus a tyre in LMU, for example. So a tyre in GT4, you can overheat it by pushing too hard. When that happens, you have less grip, the car doesn't quite go into the corner as well, you get a bit of oversteer, but it isn't quite as dramatic as in LMU. In LMU, if you overheat a tyre, if you have a slide out of the corner, for example, you'll go into the next corner and the slide is twice as bad. It sort of gets into this like weird cycle of overheating, getting hotter, and not being able to cool down because it's still under load from driving around the circuit. In a GT4 car, you just have to basically concentrate on not having any more slides, so backing off ever so slightly. I'm not talking like the 20 or 30% it seems that is required in LMU, and that will bring the tyre back to you and back into a usable range within a quarter of a lap of the ring. Changing stuff like that, and the tyre's reacting to it. It's still nowhere close to what it's like in real life. So in short, in sim, tyres because they put blown up.
Spaghetti, 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 spaghetti. Oh boy.
No, VG, you didn't finish the video, despite
Base model
being
to predict
close.
all the tokens that are
Finish
observed
the
during the
video
session.
now.
But this makes no sense if you think about it as a learning target. The way you get better at your job is not recalling the transcript of every single thing that happened every day with perfect fidelity. Rather, if I consolidate a handful of insights and pieces of knowledge that are actually relevant to you getting better at your job. RL training doesn't start from the zero. RL is great at concentrating the update to only what is relevant to getting the outcome right. That's why actually very few parameters are changed during an RL training step. And this is a very important property for continual learning because as you're learning on the job, you don't want to overwrite and forget all the other things that the base model knows. I read posts a few minutes earlier arguing that RL learns much less information per sample than supervised learning. But this can be a good thing rather than a bad thing. You only change the model as much as is absolutely necessary to achieve the outcome and no more. OPSD preserves the property of supervised learning, which is slingshot for teacher distribution as supervised learning will have you do. You only extract the knowledge that is necessary for you to achieve the same results as the teacher on actual real world tasks. OPSD is one way to attack sample efficiency problem. You take the scarce real world experience and you squeeze all signal into a tiny well-targeted output. There's also another much more speculative idea. Let's call it 3D. If the AI can build a good simulation of reality against which to rehearse new skills or try alternative strategies and reinforce what actually works, then AI's experience orders of magnitude more simulated samples in the same wall clock time. Let's go back in history a bit. A couple years after DeepMind released AlphaZero, a group of researchers trained a model called efficiency zero. And the whole point of this model is to be very efficient with data. So if this model and a human both got 2 hours to play against a simulator on the party game that they hadn't seen before, this model would actually probably beat another human. This doesn't mean the model is more sample efficient than humans, but that's the goal of training, but it depends on how you measure sample efficiency. Because for each step in the real game, efficiency zero is playing dozens of simulated games in its head. In a similar way, future LLMs might be able to consume far less real world data while practicing endlessly against environments they build for themselves. The big difference, of course, is that it will be much harder to build a simulation of the whole world than it is to emulate the game of Go. That's why this is a much more speculative idea. If it works, it would become a fourth axis of field alongside pre-training RL and inference time compute. You call it test time training or dreaming. The model spans compute running RL environments and training against them, and it's rehearsing all the skills that will actually be used in production for a specific user. So instead of hitting /pack in Codex or Cursor or Quad, which handles a small amount of compute to write out a summary, and which gives you the simulacrum of continual learning, you hit /dream. And this incinerates huge amounts of compute to build and train against a video game version of what the model is witnessing in the real world. So what might continual learning look like by 2027 or 2028 is how you get there. Here's one scenario. All this RLVR training is producing agents that can get its bearings when thrown at an unfamiliar problem, and can try different strategies, and they get their way into the roadblock. This is the crucial thing that RLVR has given you. An AI that is at least competent enough to start getting some real world experience. If you can learn from it. And once you have that, you send it out into the world to do real work, even on projects that are off the training institution. Now let's say this point to the effective context length expanded such that AI can jam and co-work with you for a full week of wall clock time. At the end of the week, you get a thumbs up or a thumbs down. You get a work review. If you get a thumbs up, the base model distills everything that the AI learned during the session. It may use OPSC, it may use dreaming, it may use some other technique that you're aware of, or use a combination of all of the above. And when it does so, the AI starts getting better domains that are adjacent to what it was explicitly trained to beforehand with RLVR training. In the next round after that, it can get better things that are adjacent to what it previously online learned. In this way, the gamut of AI skills and knowledge capabilities can expand far beyond the verifiable domains that the model was originally trained against before it was deployed. Just as pre-training created a base intelligence that was smart enough to become a competent agent with enough RLVR on top, so RLVR has created an agent that is competent enough to be actually broadly deployed in the world, and from this broad deployment to learn on the job, once the training recipe for continual learning actually arrives. By this point, the main way that AI get better is not from the training they ever received before they are released to the public. Rather, it's from all this experience they'll be accumulating from being broadly deployed in the economy and engaging in so many different kinds of tasks. Every time that you interact with an AI, it'll be smarter. Not only just learning from your video sessions, but also just learning from all its interactions with all the other users in the world. And that's very scary and exciting and different from the way that AI improves right now. This was a narration of a blog post that I also released on my website at morecash.com. Go there.
Okay, then. Was I on the turbo tunnel? Yeah. Fucking turbo tunnel. Oh, God. Fucking turbo tunnel. My back.
If you had a one-time free card to drop someone on their head and get away with it, who would it be and why?
Probably Penguin Zero, because he's the biggest turd I've ever fucking dealt with. Thanks for the donation, drop you on your head.
It's ironic since octopuses never went to school and yet are still smarter than most people.
Really strange thing. A lot of people say an octopus is like an alien. But the strange thing is, as you get closer to them, you realize that you're very similar in a lot of ways.
I am octopus.
It's a hard thing to explain, but sometimes you just get a feeling and you know there's something to this creature that's very unusual.
Yeah, octopi are pretty cool. I like octopuses. They're really, really cool.
Dodo talking about intelligence but doesn't know the difference between then and than.
Yeah. Thanks for the donation, Dodo's dumb.
If you won't record yourself shoving a dildo in your butthole for OnlyFans ever again, can you at least record yourself spreading your butt cheeks and pooping on camera so I can edit it to go in forward and reverse a bunch of times?
No. Thanks for the donation, James.
If you ran into Penguins Zero in real life, let's say at a restaurant, would you say or do anything? Or go on about your day?
I would just go on about my day. It's a fucking chimpanzee. It's not really worth my time. Thanks for the donation. Drop you on your head. Man, this is some bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Alright.
It's a shame that they have such a short lifespan, though.
Fuck!
They only live 2 to 4 years, and are eaten alive at Asian restaurants.
It has a big, bulbous head. Eye. Kendo demands
Yeah, thanks for the donation, Dodo. Oh my god. Just how the fuck shit? Oh my god, great. Can't, dude. That stupid fucking part. That stupid fucking part in the fucking turbo tunnel. Oh my god, that's just... It's so fucked. There's, like, it's just random. It just decides. Yeah, that ADD medication did not help. At all. Zero.
Forza Horizon 6 secretly rewards the guy who rammed you. See, most racing games soften a crash. They flex the car and let you recover. But Forza Horizon 6 doesn't. It uses a discrete single-frame impulse solver, meaning when you get hit, the game engine doesn't bounce you. It dumps the rammer's entire kinetic energy into your car, forcing your tires to blow past their grip limit. But here's where it gets wild. The anti-griefing system makes it worse. There's an automated slowdown that caps you at 20 miles per hour when you hit a wall. Sounds fair, except it only reads your G-force spike, never who caused it. So basically the rammer uses you as a brake to make the corner, you get launched into the barrier, and the game hits you with the penalty. That's how you get unstoppable drivatars like Bowie Knife 99. Forza Horizon...
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's why I don't play that game online. No point. No point. Oh, that's good. Wow. That's good.
Rufus, come here. Rufus. Get Rufus down here. He gonna line him the fuck out. I didn't.
Lawyer's reaction.
Can he go to jail for this? Potentially, but because it was almost 90 degrees in there, his public defender or criminal defense attorney is going to have some damn great arguments about why he had a public necessity to protect himself and save his life, and because they weren't even letting him off the damn train.
Lawyer's reaction.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Who does?
Oh, boring. Oh. Oh, wow. Such a good cat. Hey, Gum Gum. Oh no, is your toy stuck under there? Did you put your fish under the thing? Oh no, Gum Gum, are you having trouble getting your fish? I gotta help Gum Gum. His toy is stuck. Poor Gum Gum. Ugh. Here's your fish. Oh. Oh, there's your fish. Gum Gum's fish. There's your fish. There's your fishy. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Ugh. Stupid.
Yeah, I'm bored. I'm gonna kill you.
I don't know. What the fuck? This is the first time I've seen that meme.
Pretty much everywhere, it's gonna be hot. Try that?
Then I don't need a jacket. Thanks, Arthur.
This is a story pretty much everywhere.
What the fuck?
Where it's gonna be hot. Try that?
Then I don't need a jacket. Thanks, Arthur.
What the fuck was that? Oh, shit. Okay.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
Was at Beijing. Why am I getting these random weird ass videos?
No, I heard that you were meaning to get in touch with me, but then I heard you were dead. And I also heard that you were a king and various other things. But the fact is, Loki, you and I are not the sort people understand. The sort people fear. Now I got the information that I need, and now I have to break your neck. It's just the way it is. I'm just a messenger.
Ruh-roh. Zoinks. Jinkies. Jeepers. Fuck.
Oh my god. I should not have taken that ADD medication. It literally makes it harder to concentrate. Like, that was bad.
It's also a shame some people will try to justify eating octopus because they're not as cute as dogs and cats. Seriously, what do people have against octopuses, VG?
I don't know, man. It's like some fucked up shit. Appreciate the donation, Dodo. What did you take? It was, fucking, the thing. You know? The thing. Yeah, I think it's methylphenidate hydroxy something. Yeah, methylphenidate hydrochloride. This has not improved my focus. It's doing the opposite. I just keep, like, whiplashing back in my brain thinking about different shit. Like, I have to keep looking at my phone. I've like 5 different conversations going on right now. Impulse control, well, I don't know. I've been holding in my pee-pee. Definitely making me more wakeful. I don't know about the impulse control thing. I did kind of freak out at Battletoads. Dude, it does the opposite.
Better than any tism medication.
Let me take a look. Yeah, I'd rather have that. Thanks for the donation, Twat Destroyer. I'm going to go pee, and then I think we'll just fuck around with some, like, racing sims or something. Might play BeamNG or something. Haven't played that in a while. Yum. Um. What's this stupid shit? Hey, Gumish.
Place your tortilla down on your surface. Next, take your baby potato and place them carefully on your tortilla. Be careful not to spill any of the baby potato outside the tortilla. Once your baby potato is in place on the tortilla, you're going to grab both sides and wrap them up. Sometimes there's too much baby potato filling and you can't wrap them up properly, but just do your best and you'll have a delicious baby potato burrito.
That's good. Bean is dumb. That appears to be a monkey.
Very good. Breadcrumbs is your part, remember? Wanna put some garlic in it? Think we should? Okay. Oh, oregano. I'll put garlic in it in a minute. Salt. If you use the right salt, you don't gotta be afraid of it. Now, don't eat it. No, sir. No, sir. No. You have to wait till it's cooked. The breadcrumbs is your part, remember? You can help with those. You want to put some? Well, they don't taste very good like that.
It's a monkey.
Try one anyway. Get some eggs.
That's a monkey. Natty or nah? No. She's 18 and a girl, and she's benching 200 pounds, so no. Not Natty. You can tell just by how much she's lifting. It's kind of a really bad form, but yeah, still no. Disney's new cast for MCU Wolverine. I've got to get those Wolverine claws. I wish they would actually go and do that. Just be like fucking retarded, you know? Retarded shit's funny. We need more retardation. Thanks for the donation, though, Just Random Vids. I have no idea if BeamMG is gonna actually work. Guess we can try. Oh my god, I'm blackish. Radial menu. Yeah. Hey, Tokyo Expressway, that's new. I'm not sure if that's a mod or not. Yeah, that's a mod. I should not have taken that ADD medication. Oh my god, Dude, it's bad. It's really bad. I do not remember any of the controls. Okay, I think that resets. Okay, left triggers. Change view. What's the menu button? I know a new update's coming out soon where they're gonna add a bunch of new shit. I think the F40 is a bit weird. Last I tried it. Porsche 911. I don't know if that's a modded one. Can't go wrong with a Lancer. Let's go with the Lancer. I don't know if the steering radius is... No, it is.
Everyone visit Jasmine's Etsy shop so she can afford to pay for Jake and the animals' vet bills. You know, the animals that Richard agreed to adopt before abandoning after Jasmine dumped him. Link.
Oh no. Oh no. Oops. What the hell's going on here? What the fuck is this?
I miss when Jasmine would say Richard's name in that bitchy toxic way like Jasmine.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on here. Let's try to figure out the controls here. Is there like a restart? Okay, that's handy. Yeah, the F40's slow, but I mean, people don't drive that car for the speed exactly. Let's try it out. I don't know if there's a update to this game where... No, it's still fucked. Yeah, it spawns with the trunk open. And it spins out immediately. This car makes no sense, dude. Starting it in third. Yeah, and then as soon as you can't drive it. I don't know what the fuck the deal is with that car. Stupid as fuck. Ferrari F30. That one's pretty cool. Countach. That one's stupid. Supra, actually, is nice in this game. It's kind of squished. There we are. Look how you can hear the turbo sound. It's so sick. God damn it. That's fucking stupid. Let's repair the car. I love the turbo sound when you shift. It's so cool. What the fuck? Okay, I guess the bridge was out. Did you see Mike O'Hearn's new Red Pill sketches? Nah, did not. Rainbow Bridge Loop. Yokohama Loop. Let's go with that. Let's see. That looks cool. Cloud cover. You can change the gravity. Moon gravity, sun, Saturn. Negative Earth? What the fuck? Oh my god. This is fucking retarded. Oh my god, dude. That's funny. I'm trying to see if I can add traffic. have. Let's see. Let's try another area. Jungle Rock Island. I think that's a new one. Hey, Gummy. Oh, that's a handsome kitty. You're a good baby. Yeah, you're a good baby. So good. I love my Gum Gum. Favorite energy drinks lately? I haven't been taking any. I think they've been affecting. I think they're affecting my sleep recently. Oh. Alright, the game had an oopsie. Let's just load Forza Horizon. Bro, that was such a bad idea for me to take that ADD medication. I'm still feeling fucking weird. Really weird from it. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's play Assetto Corsa Rally. I didn't really play that yet. What is that? Weird. Energy drinks are loaded with caffeine and they can interfere with sleep. I don't know how that's news to anybody. don't know if this has any controller support at all. Oh, I meant explain the ADHD med feeling. I have like a weird speedy high from it, and oh, free practice. Why not? So it's just a weird speedy high. Pee pee poo poo. Bum bum. You know. It's actually a Barth rally in 74. That. I want that. We'll start off with a slow car. Nice, slow, dumb, retard, idiot, I don't know what I'm doing car. For stupid people who can't drive. Stupid.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, go, 40. 3 left, short, and 4 right, and 5 left. And caution, 5 right, brake, hairpin right, 80.
Oh shit.
Hairpin left, tightens late, 50.
Ah!
3 right, short, 130. Caution, 4 right, tightens 2, late, 60. 4 left, and 4 right, long, and 4 left, 70. Kinks, over crest, into 5 left, 90. 4 left, short, keep in, 40. 5 left, long, tightens late, 50.
Oh, look what we've done. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Brake, 3 left, tightens 2, into 2 right, long, kinks, over crest, 70.
Oh, this was just a mess. Yeah, that was all a mess. Let's just redo all that. Blech.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, go. 40. 3 left, short. And 4 right, and 5 left. And caution, 5 right, brake, hairpin right, 80.
Oh wow, I spun out like fucking crazy. Oh my god.
Hairpin left, tightens late, 50. Three right, short, 130. Caution, 4 right, tightens 2, late, 60. 4 left, and 4 right, long, and 4 left, 70. Kinks, over crest, into 5 left, 90. 4 left, short, keep in, 40. 5 left, long, tightens late, 50. Brake, 3 left, tightens 2, into 2 right long, kinks, over crest, 70. Kinks, into 6 right, keep out, 100. 5 left, tightens, over crest, and 5 right, 60. 4 left, and 4 right, tightens, 40. 3 left long, into 4 right long, don't cut. And 4 left, into 3 right, short. And 4 left, very long, into 3 right, short, caution, don't cut, 60. Kinks. Into 5 left, and 5 right, and 5 left, over crest, 50. 6 left, very long, tightens, keep in, over crest. Into 4 left, long, brake, tight hairpin left, 60.
Oh shit. Fuck! Oh, that came faster than I thought it would.
Kink left, into 4 right, tightens, 50. Go straight, 100. Keep left, into 4 right, short, over crest, 100. 4 right, tightens, don't cut. Go right, 40. 4 right, don't cut, late, 50. Kink left, into 2 left, into 1 right, very long, opens, 40.
Son of a bitch! Oh my god.
Two left, tightens late, over crest, don't cut, 50. 6 left, 90.
Fuck! Oh my god! Dude, this thing spins out so easy.
Kink left, 100, over crest. 6 right, 100. 4 left, long, tightens 3, don't cut. Into 3 left, tightens, over crest, 150. 4 left, tightens 3, caution, don't cut, keep in, 80. 6 right, 70. 6 right, over crest, 60. 2 right, keep in. and 4 right, long, over crest. 40. 6 left, 60. 6 left, 40, caution, brake, over crest, into, 3 left, into, 2 right, tightens, 40. Kinks, into, 5 left, over crest, and 5 right, 40. Brake, 5 right tightens, into, 2 left long, opens late, don't cut, 4 left opens, don't cut, and 4 right. Over crest, into, 1 right, long, opens, 60.
Oh my god, it spins out so easy.
6 right, 50. 4 left, tightens 3, over crest, very long, don't cut, locks inside. And 4 right, tightens, into, 3 left, over crest. And 5 right, kinks. Into, 4 left, short, don't cut, 70. 5 left, 50. 6 left, over crest, into, 5 right long, 40. Brake, 3 left, into, 2 right, 200, over crest. Three left, into, sudden, 1 right. 4 left, narrows, into 3 right, 60, over crest.
It's really easy to make this car spin out on those tight turns.
Three right, tightens, into dip, 80. 5 left, into 4 right, keep in, 80, over crest, keep left. 6 left, long. Into, 5 left, 50, over bumps, 6 left, keep in, caution, kinks, over bumps, into, 5 left, 40. 1 right, and 2 left, short, 40. Flat right. Into, 4 right, keep in, and 5 left, 40. 5 right, 100. 3 right, tightens. And 4 left. 5 left, short, over crest, into 4 right, and 5 left, into 4 right. And 4 right, into 2 left, tightens. And kinks, 80. Three right, long, opens. Crest. And 4 right, very long. Into 3 left, tightens. 5 right, into 4 left, over crest. Into 3 right, keep in, 100. 5 left, and kinks, 60. 4 right, tightens 3, late, 40. Kinks. Into 3 left long, tightens. Finish. slowing, and stop the marshals.
What do you mean? I'm stopped. I'm in the thing. Okay, weird. It was oddly specific. Yeah, that was bad. This is a Assetto Corsa rally. Let's try this. Paddle sequential. Let's do the same stage.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, go, 40, 3 left, short, and 4 right, and 5 left, and caution, 5 right, brake, hairpin right, 80. Hairpin left, tightens late, 50. Three right, short, 130. Caution, 4 right, tightens 2, late, 60. 4 left, and 4 right, long, and 4 left, 70. Kinks, over crest, into 5 left, 90. 4 left, short, keep in, 40. 5 left, long, tightens late, 50. Brake, 3 left, tightens 2, into 2 right long, kinks, over crest, 70. Kinks, into 6 right, keep out, 100. 5 left, tightens, over crest, and 5 right, 60. 4 left, and 4 right, tightens, 40. 3 left, long, into 4 right, long, don't cut. And 4 left, into 3 right, short. And 4 left, very long, into 3 right, short. Caution, don't cut, 60. Kinks.
Oh shit.
Into 5 left, and 5 right, and 5 left, over crest, 50. 6 left, very long, tightens, keep in, over crest, into 4 left, long, brake, tight hairpin left, 60.
Give me a fucking break.
Kink left, into 4 right, tightens, 50. Go straight, 100. Keep left. into 4 right, short, over crest, 100. 4 right, tightens, don't cut. Go right, 40. 4 right, don't cut, late, 50. Kink left, into 2 left, into 1 right, very long, opens, 40. 2 left, tightens late, over crest, don't cut, 50. 6 left, 90.
Fuck, shit, damn it.
Kink left, 100, over crest. 6 right, 100. 4 left, long, tightens 3, don't cut. Into 3 left, tightens, over crest, 150. 4 left, tightens 3, caution, don't cut, keep in, 80. 6 right, 70.
Oh, that was brutal.
6 right, over crest, 60. 2 right, keep in.
Oh. What's in your current stack? How much tren? It's 525 test, 105 milligrams bold known, and 114 milligrams tren. It's just 14 milligrams, or wait. What is it? No, it's 14 milligrams daily, which works out to, it's like 100 or something. Yeah. Yeah, 15 milligrams daily works out to 105, so 14 would work out to like 98 or something like that. Oh. Is that a front wheel drive? Yeah. Oh, that would explain. Yeah, it's rear wheel. This is rear wheel. Let's try this. Yeah, I'm taking GH2. Monte Carlo. Let's do that. Do you know if Cheerios are vegan? I think it depends. I don't know.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, go. 3 left, don't cut, into, hairpin right. 5 right, don't cut, 40. 3 left, tightens 2. And 5 left, 40. 3 right, tightens, don't cut. 5 right, 40. 5 left, 50. 6 right and 6 left. And 6 right, into 4 left. And 5 right, tightens 4, long, 60. Brake, 2 left long, 70.
Fuck.
Four left, narrows, into 4 right long, tightens 2, late, and 3 left, tightens 2, late. 4 left, and 3 right, tightens 2, late. And 3 left, and 3 right, and 3 left, into 1 right, long.
Oh, I'm not good at this. Oh, I'm not good at that at all. Okay, I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay, I'm gonna go bed right now. I'm gonna go to bed. Hope you all had fun. Big thanks to everybody who donated on Streamlabs. Really appreciate it. My mom's coming over tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna do a workout stream with her or not. We'll see. But in any case, the thing. And I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty night.